Alright, hello and welcome back to Formula One My Team. I got new Wi-Fi, so hopefully, unlike France, it won't take 3 days to upload. So, yeah, trying to find out what to do here on the activity timeline, as the game calls it, but yeah, we go with Aero team building by the looks of it, and trying to find upgrades now because we need to upgrade our facility so we could get better, and we have 3.08 million, if I'm reading that correct. It's kind of small on my phone, but yeah, now I'm pretty much just looking around trying to find what we want to upgrade. Not sure, we might be able to get our personnel up to spec 2, but I think probably going to go with something else. Of course, I'm probably going to try to get a better teammate than Giuliano Alesi when the contract period comes around in only like 1 or 2 races. I don't even remember I did the British Grand Prix, which is the next race, and I don't even remember if I got a new teammate for that race. I have no idea. And which pretty much means if I did, I don't remember who it was, but there's Giuliano on the simulator. And looking around at upgrades, geez, I can't make up my mind. Welcome to every time I play games on Twitch or play F1 on Twitch. I can't decide what to do, and for about an hour you just watch me trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to skip through that. I'm pretty sure what I didn't hear today, but we are going to do the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. Oh, I love this track. This is like my favorite track. At least it was in F1 2019, F1 2018, Project Cars 2. All those games. I love this track. But yeah, we are the second worst car on the grid. But I think we're going to go with something on the aero side of things. British Grand Prix, you want that aero and chassis. You also need to start focusing on the power, because after Hungary, which also uses aero and stuff, I believe is like Spa, which is Belgium. Italy's right around the corner. Those are 2 tracks where you really need the power more than anything. So we're going to probably try to make upgrades to the power side of things, try to get our power unit up to as strong as it can go. But here we are, practice 1. I don't even know what program this is. There's no overtake button, so I'm going to take a guess and say it's qualifying sim program. Alright. But headed into this race, I was feeling really good. And I felt like anything short of a top 5 was going to disappoint me, because I feel like I could have a lot of speed here into the track acclimatization program. I hate saying acclimatization. I feel like it's the hardest word in the English dictionary to say. But yeah, doing well so far. I normally suck in this program, use rewinds. Probably did use rewinds at some point. I have no idea though. I don't remember practice as much, because practice, I only remember the chaos that happens in the race. And yeah, running good here. Austria, this is actually in qualifying now. So my first lap, this is my last lap. Qualifying's over. And coming around to complete the last lap, DRS open to the line. It's going to be P6 on the grid. Now we are starting high up. Not too disappointed with that, but considering I'm so good and love this track so much, I guess it wasn't as good as I thought I could do, but you have to keep in mind I'm in the second worst car on the grid right now. Our team, Firelinks Motorsports, still sucks, kinda. But yeah, let's head down to race day. Let's go.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. The grandstands were a sea of red in 2019 thanks to the commemorative hats in honour of the late great Niki Lauda, who took home victory of course back in 1984. And it's a sellout crowd once again here today. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10-corner circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
All right, to the 5 red lights then for the Austrian Grand Prix. Overtake and rich mix enabled, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's a good start compared to Charles Leclerc. We're not going to go for a dive on Verstappen. I'm smart enough to know not to do that. I'll break my wing, even though I do use reduced damage because I suck at this game. But yeah, headed down this long straightaway through turn 2. I don't even count that as a turn. And the real turn 2 in. Can we forget that ever happened? Yeah, but something tells me we're not going to forget that ever happened. Safety car deployed. Lap 1 of the race. Here we go for the restart. Coming to the beginning of lap 4, it was 3-lap safety car. That was a long one. Max Verstappen spun. I think a few other people might have hit him behind. Yeah. That was not ideal, but we'll see. So lap 4, just trying to hang on here. P5 right now, that's where I'd like to finish. It's where I can finish if I try super hard. Alexander Albon, Danny Rick behind me. Wow. This place is amazing. I love this track. But now we're just about a third of the way through the race, working lap 6 of 18. Running good. And really, ever since the restart, nothing's happened. Leclerc has pulled away, and I kind of pulled away from Alex, but he's coming back at me at the end of lap 6. But he's not going to get me. Just quite. And on to lap 7 now. There's still a lot of time to lose this 5th position here. Not even halfway through this race, still 2.5 laps short of that. But Lewis Hamilton is still 5 seconds up the road from us, Charles Leclerc as well, and it looks like Valtteri and Sebastian even farther up the road than them. So doesn't look like we're going to get any more positions than where we are. It's looking like not even halfway. P5 is going to be the max we can get. Here comes Alex. No move there. We go wide entering turn 1 on exit, and Alex has... No, he does not have a run because the Honda engine in the Red Bull sucks. And he can't get the speed, but here comes Lance Stroll now up the inside. see what happens here, if he decides to make a move or not. It's pretty far back. I don't think he will. But Alex now around the outside on lap 9, the halfway point in this race. We're going to try to hang on here, obviously, but we're going 3 wide. Ooh, Lance, what are you doing? And I think the tires were overheating as well. I hate how it does it in this game. I'm thinking about just turning off the internal carcass temperatures completely, but Alex coming into the pits here for his stop on lap number 9 this race. I believe we're stopping next time or the time after that. Maybe next time. No. I think it is the time after, but headed down. Yeah, we're boxing this lap. Actually, so. Alright. Lap 10. Still 9 laps to go in this race because you count the 10th lap as well. In case you don't know that about racing, but yeah, Lance has DRS. We don't. We're not even using anything here. Is he going to come at us? No, yes, up the inside. And I can't get away from causing wrecks in this race, can I? That one wasn't really my bad. I don't have a replay of it because the highlights didn't have any. I was too lazy to go in the full replay of the race and go all the way to lap 10. And yeah, I think he came up into me. I don't know. I could go back and watch the footage always and see if I went back down the racetrack. But onto our pit stop. And Giuliano came in on the same lap as us. I think we actually pit a lap early or something. Maybe late. But onto medium tires to the end of this race. I'm thinking about turning the race distance up to 50%. One, it would make the actual races longer, or videos longer, because I would have more action and stuff in these races. And 2, strategy would actually play a much bigger role. And we might not just have one-stop races with barely any tire wear. We might actually have that new concept entering. But yeah, we might incorporate that into Season 2. Season 3, or the season after we win the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship, we might do another season. If we do, it'll probably be like 16 or 10 races. Probably not the full season. Probably just like my favorite tracks in the schedule. I wonder if they're going to add Mugello, right? That's how you say it. I don't know. Nürburgring, Algarve. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to say the names of some of these tracks. But George Russell out of the session, and as you can see on the mini-map, both Williamses were stopped. Something happened here, and I wanted to see what happened, so I'm going to go back and... Wow, was that Nicholas? I think that was Nick Latifi. Nicholas Latifi just ran right into the back of his teammate in the middle of the straightaway when he saw him coming from a mile away. Nicholas, your AI sucks. Last time I checked, he's not that bad in real life, but yeah, coming to 4 to go in this race. Lando to the inside, or that's actually Carlos. Moving on, now we take a dive to the inside, but comes Max Verstappen back around the outside. Kind of want to get away from him as soon as I can, just in case. You saw what happened earlier with the wreck. But yeah, we go wide just to get away from him. We go for a dive on Carlos Sainz, I think. That's probably why. Not that I just wanted the position to get points or something. But we are 11th. P11. We fell back big time. Something happened. Maybe just slow pit stop. But yeah, we're not even going to get a point in a race that I thought we might have had a shot for a podium in. I am heavily disappointed with what has happened here. There's going to need to be like a big one amongst the drivers in front if that's going to happen. But 2 laps to go now in the Austrian Grand Prix. It's me versus Carlos versus Max. Going around to the last lap. Nothing happened with 2 to go, and now just 1 lap to go in this race. Can we hang on? Carlos closing in the McLaren. But he doesn't have the run. That's going to help us at least down this straightaway. Coming out of the real turn 2, I'm going to call this, down towards turn 4. He didn't get us there. He's going to try to get us here around the outside, but since he's an AI, he backs out of that, and we are going to come home in P11, sadly. No points in Austria. Not very happy about that. But P11. Kimi's the driver of the day. I should not be. I'm not even disappointed with that, but here are the results. Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton, and is that Kimi Räikkönen in 5th? Is that why he's driver of the day?
Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
For me, it's Kimi Räikkönen.
What?
Definitely doesn't get enough attention for how well
That
he
is
performed out on the track.
Let's move on
Romain
to
Grosjean in
Mercedes
6th
continue
in
to
a
extend
Haas.
their lead. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix
What is
Alfa
happening to
Romeo,
the sport?
whose good result moves them
Oh my
further up the
God.
championship.
Things are changing, but yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Watch these highlights now. Listen to the highlight music. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for the British Grand Prix.